Hello, everyone. Chip Paul for Chip Talks Podcast, Neighborly Wellness, and TrueMedix products. If you haven't tried TrueMedix products, go out and check out our website. So TRUEMEDX.com. I can probably likely slap that up here on the screen somehow, but we'll spare you that. So TRUEMEDX.com is our brand. But anyway, here to talk to you a little bit about Women's Health Month. So this month we're going to be talking about a lot of women's issues. You guys suffer in silence. We know that, and so we're gonna bring out some of those issues. We're going to talk about some of the things that women suffer with throughout this month. But the first thing that I really want to talk about with you guys today is the importance of testing. Okay. And so as we look at, let's say, health problems, if, I study the endocannabinoid system, I study human function. So as I look out, let's say, on the general population or on women, what do I see as major health problems? Well, the first thing is we're completely uneducated about how we work, about how this thing that we all drive around functions. Nobody, gave me an owner's manual for this thing. So if you want an owner's manual for this thing, go out to TRUEMEDX.com, and right at the front, you can download the owner's manual for humans. It's called something different, but that's what I call it. So anyway, that'll help you kind of understand a little bit better about how you work. And that's really important. So let me give you an example of this. So we have two major gears called fasting and fed. Okay. So in a fed state, I'm 50 times less energetic than I am in a fasted state. So if I'm a woman, getting ready to do all the wonderful and amazing things that women do every day, like run around and take care of us men, probably work a full-time job, also take care of kids, also, manage to take over a house and do all this kind of stuff. Women are amazing, but you don't want to do that in fed mode. If you're a woman, you want to do that in fasted mode because you want that additional energy and you want that additional vive and you want that additional expression. So anyway, we'll be talking a lot about fasting and fed during this month, but I wanted to just, illustrate an example. But the biggest thing that I want to talk to you guys about is a starting place. So none of us really know where we're at right now. We can go to the physician and the physician will, give us the tests that they can give us. So they'll test our blood. They might test our poop depending on what's going on, but they don't really have a real robust, quick, informational way to test us. If you're like me, kind of outside the insurance system, except my, native standing, it costs a lot of money to go get tested for medical things. And, if you have to go get an MRI or something special, then that costs a lot of money. Right. And so, is it good? Is it informational? Does it really help you with what's going on? Kind of. So what I'd encourage you to do, and again, this is not a medical device, so it can't diagnose you, and likely a doctor is not going to be running it anyway. Completely informational. So this is just information, but it's great information about kind of what's going on with you. There are all these frequency devices out there now. Now, most of these frequency devices will talk about how they heal you. You might get lucky and hit that like 8-digit of accuracy with that thing that can't hit 8 digits of accuracy. So you might get lucky and you might stumble on the right frequency that might help you a little bit, but it's highly, highly, highly unlikely. And again, all of you out there in bioresonance land are going, no, Chip, don't say that. Again, if they cured cancer, well, they'd cure cancer. They'd be everywhere, right? No, it doesn't work that way. So they work sometimes as a healing instrument. The thing that they're great at, though, and these are frequency or bioresonance devices, and there's a lot of different kinds of them, find a practitioner near you. But the evaluation methods on these things are stunningly good. So that's kind of what I like about them. And again, they can't diagnose the disease, so they're just informational. But we use this tool called bioresonance. And it really helps a customer or somebody like me who's trying to help the customer understand what it thinks in frequency is the configuration of the pathogens inside of that person. So what it does is it'll return frequency. And so staph or strep or, Ebola or whatever will have different frequencies. And this machine can basically just detect that frequency inside of other things. So it can detect that frequency inside of you. But the great thing about this test is that it's very quick. It's very, you wear headphones. It's, very safe. But it gives us an idea right off of kind of what's going on, what might be causing, whatever's going on with you. Now, let me walk you through something because this is really important. I think we can all agree that God is a perfect engineer, right? So God, or your, understanding of God, is a perfect engineer and made you pretty perfect. Now, we're all sick right now, so we're all doing this. But let me tell you kind of what you should be doing because you're made this way. So every cell inside of us is built perfect, meaning that cell, it doesn't matter what you do to it, how you damage it, it'll just divide, blah, form a new self, and it'll strive toward perfect. So every cell inside of us is always striving toward perfect. I don't care how sick you are. I don't care what medical science has said. I don't care how old you are. Every cell inside of you is striving toward perfect. The fact that we all do this means that there's got to be a reason. There's got to be an insult. There's got to be a reason because that's not the way you're designed. So if you're going against your engineering, there's a reason for that. And again, so what is that reason for most of us? Pathogens. So you might have been diagnosed with, oh, you have kidney disease, or, oh, you have liver disease, non-steroidal, alcohol inflammatory liver disease or whatever. You IBS. Oh no, you have IBS. You have Crohn's. Oh no, you're obese. Yeah, all those come from the same genesis, folks. Pathogens. All right. So pathogens are what are most wrong with most of us. And you might have a raging heart condition. You might have a raging kidney condition. God didn't design your kidneys to fail. God didn't design your heart to fail. God didn't design your uterus to fail. God didn't design you to get endometriosis. God didn't design you to be tired all the time. God didn't design you to go through early menopause. So you're not designed to fail. You're designed to thrive and succeed. So the fact that we're all failing and not thriving and succeeding there's a reason for it. And it's kind of twofold. We don't understand our immune system. So again, we'll be talking a lot about the immune system, and it's a fasting and fed thing. So, a lot of things just go right back to this fasting and fed energy thing. But, I want to fly into the Klingons with really strong shields, not really weak shields. And again, if I'm in a fed mode, I fly into the Klingons with weak shields. If I'm in fasted mode, I fly in with strong shields. So most of us, by our behavior, we're opportunistic hosts for pathogens. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We eat crap. We don't understand what to eat. We'll be talking about that this month. So ladies, we got a big month for you guys. So pay attention every day because we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. And we'll probably talk about it 4 or 5 different times because it's that important. So anyway, it's Women's Health Month, almost. We got 2 more days, but let's say the first week of Women's Health Month. So we're going to be talking a lot about women's health. And we're going to be dialing in on some of those things, ladies, that are uncomfortable, that you don't like to talk about. So we will go there during this month. We certainly will. We're going to be talking about endometriosis and a lot of that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about urinary issues that a lot of you guys have that you never talk about. Oh, I'll never talk about my urinary issues. Yeah, we're going to talk about them this month. So we're going to get all that stuff out. No hidden things. No stone will be left unturned. Let's say it this way. So anyway, that's enough for now. We'll see you guys likely tomorrow. And we'll be talking more about women's health issues. See you guys. Bye.